Hi there, Laurie Conrod here. Thanks so much for being here. This is Internet Marketing Crucial Concepts. These are several concepts that I never actually learned specifically when I first started in internet marketing. And so I wanted to share them with you today, and hopefully they're going to help you really have a new attitude towards your business and have some new skills that you can really use on a day-to-day basis. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Understanding the lifetime value of a lead, which is something that I never, that was never really explained to me. I mean, I always knew that leads were important and that the money is in your list, but the lifetime value of a lead is actually math, and it all works out. Number 2, what numbers you have to keep an eye on and what goals to have for those numbers when you're doing pay-per-click advertising. I kind of just picked this up as I went along. I did take some classes, I did have mentoring, but I'm going to share that with you. Number 3, how to know when you should scale your business. You can't just throw money at a business and then expect all kinds of really great results. It's really important to get certain percentages and certain numbers going first before you scale it up and start adding money into your business like that. And then number 4, 3 things you can do to take your business to the next level. So that's what I'm going to cover today, and hopefully I'm going to shoot for keeping this within 20 minutes. So I'm going to get right into it. So understanding the lifetime value of a lead. What people need to understand is that frequently people will quit. They'll put money into, say, pay-per-click advertising, and then in 3 weeks they will have spent $100, $200, $500, whatever, and they haven't made one sale yet. And so they say, oh, this doesn't work, and they quit. And believe me, I've seen people do that. I've seen people post in groups on Facebook that, you know, especially network marketers, traditional network marketers, I tried that PPC thing, it doesn't work. Well, people are making tons and tons of money. It's just a skill that you need to learn. And yes, you can definitely sell your product with pay-per-click advertising. So here's an example. Say you have a monthly budget of $500 a month for your pay-per-click advertising, and in the first month you get 200 leads. You're at a negative $300 right here, right? That's the net value that you're at, because the lifetime value of a lead, if it is targeted and if you're doing your job correctly, is $1 per month. So if you have a list that's 1,000 people and those are good targeted leads, you should be making about $1,000 a month in your business selling to that list. And when I say selling to that list, that doesn't mean you're selling to them every single day, because your list would get exhausted and opt out and not like that. But the lifetime value of a lead, you know, once they start buying from you and they start liking and trusting you, and they're targeted and they want what you have, and you keep giving them value and you keep offering them things that they want, is $1 per month. So here's a marketer who spends another $500 in month 2. Okay, so they get another 200 leads in that month. So now they have 400 people on their list, and now they're at a net minus of 100, right? In month 3, they've committed to this $500 marketing budget, and they get another 200 leads for their $500. And so now they're starting to get into the red, you know, or the black. They're up $100 compared to what they've spent. And now, they got another 200 leads, but they've got 600 leads now on their list. They're getting into over time, that space where the money that you've put in is starting to pay you back. And what most people don't have the patience for that, and that's why they quit. And that's why, you know, pay-per-click does not work for them. So if you follow up with people, if you're consistent, if you're committed to learning and giving them value and what they want, they're gonna pay you. And this is going to happen over time with that $1 per month lead. This is anti-get rich quick, you know. So many people are looking for get rich quick. The perspective is that when you have your own home-based business and you've got a really great affiliate product and you're good at selling your affiliate product, you can condense a 30-year career into like 5 years. You know, you could be making the same amount of money as you would have at a 9-to-5 job over 30 years in 3 to 5 years, or whatever it is, depending on how motivated you are and consistent you are. So to me, that is get rich quick, but it's not get rich quick in 3 months. And there's always exceptions to that. There are people that can do really, really well in 3 to 6 months and just totally kick it. But it really comes down to how much value you provide. If you're not providing any value, you can't make money long term. People can't know, like, and trust you long term. And people need to think long term in this industry, not short term. So that's the lifetime value of a lead. Really, really important. Number 2, what numbers you have to keep an eye on, and what numbers what percentages to have for those numbers when you're doing pay-per-click advertising. Most people will kind of get this once they start doing PPC, but a lot of times, you know, a graph like this looks like just a bunch of gobbledygook. Now, I happen to use Bing and Yahoo advertising right now. It's very similar to Google AdWords. I run ads on Bing and Yahoo. I have a high-ticket product that I offer, and so I run pay-per-click ads to my target audience on Bing and on Yahoo. It's cheaper than Google AdWords, and Bing is awesome. They actually have customer service that will help you with stuff, and they're not as restrictive. Not that I'm doing anything funky or anything, but they're not as restrictive as Google. So what you want to do with when you first start doing pay-per-click, and what numbers you need to pay attention to, is how many clicks you're getting per day, what your click-through rate is, which is CTR, click-through rate, how many people of the people that are seeing your ad, which is the impressions right here. For example, there were 5 impressions and 1 person actually clicked, so I have a 20% click-through rate. That's crazy, ridiculously good. If you have anything over, you know, to me, anything over 1.5% is good. And the higher you get, the better. This actually is, you know, I mean, I must have taken this screenshot right at the beginning of a campaign starting. So there weren't a ton of impressions yet, and you really need about 500 clicks in Bing to really know what your opt-in rate is on your capture page and things like that. But and that's the other number you need to know, is your conversions. And your conversion number is how many people opt in to your capture page after they've clicked over here. So they're going to click the ad, they're going to go to the capture page, and then they're going to opt in. And you know, if you're a new person and you have a 10% opt-in rate, that's good. You want to get it up to 20, and that means tweaking your headline, tweaking your video, tweaking your copy. If you're getting lots of clicks, but people are not opting in over here, then there's something wrong with the capture page. If they're not clicking, but your opt-in rate is good, but you're not getting as many clicks as you want, then you need to tweak your ad, and you need to figure out the headline there and make sure you're really relating to whoever your target audience is. So this is just an example of some of my numbers. And then this would be average cost per click, just so you know. That was the spend. They just do the math right here, how many clicks times the cost per click. In Bing, this is the average position on the page. They have quality scores, but we won't go into all that. But what I do want to do is go into what your goals would be as a new pay-per-click marketer. You want to have, make a goal of 100 clicks a day, at least a 10% opt-in, and then your industry kind of standard would be 3% are probably going to buy. If they're good targeted leads, they're 3% will buy of the people that opt in to your list. Now, it may not happen tomorrow, but they should, over time, 3% would make sense. So that would be 10 leads a day, right? 70 leads a week, 280 leads a month times 3% would give you about 8 sales a month. All right, so these would be goals for a new person. So here's an example of Sally. Okay, and these are actually real numbers in a particular system that I'm in. She had 5,778 clicks, and she made commissions of over $24,000. Now, when you divide that by the number of clicks she got, she's paying about $4.84 a click, or that's actually what she's making per click, right? So as long as her lead cost is less than $4.84, she's in profit. And that's what matters. So if it's costing her, for example, I'm running a campaign in Bing right now, it's costing me about $1.13 a click. So if I was, if I had this many clicks and I made this much in commissions, I'm in profit $4.84 minus $1.13. Right? So as long as I don't spend more than $4.84 per click, I'm in profit. So that's really important. And like I said, I would shoot for 20% opt-ins. You're always going to try to up your clicks per day as time goes on, but that's what's called scaling your business. As soon as you have your numbers like here and here, and this is happening, you're getting at least a 3% buy rate, then you can up your budget and make more sales. But you don't want to pour tons and tons of money in until your ad is running, you're getting the clicks you want, you've got the click-through rate, you've got the opt-in rate that you want. You don't want to just keep throwing money at something if the numbers are too low and they're not working for you. So how to know if you should scale your business. Your marketing cost obviously has to be less than your lead cost. But what happens is, so maybe I've kind of already explained this. The most important concept here is understanding your numbers. So because a lot of people don't even understand their numbers. They don't really look at them. All they know is, I've got this many clicks, I've got this many leads, but they're not actually paying attention to what they're spending on their marketing. So your cost has to be less than what it's costing you to get those leads. And you'll know exactly what you can spend. Sally knows she has to spend less than $4.84 or she's just going to only break even, and that's not being in business. So that's the answer to that question right there. If anybody has questions or wants to talk, just raise your hand and I will unmute you. And in the meantime, I'll move on. Okay, so 3 things that you can do to take your business to the next level. One of the really important concepts that that Vince went over in this webinar that I was on, or this class that he did, where I got all this information, was that it's not about your product or your service or your upline or any of that. It's how you position yourself in the industry. It's how you brand yourself. It's what value you give out. So the first part of this 1A, I would call it, would be what value you're providing. What kind of a resource are you for other people? Because when you give value and you're a resource, they will follow you and they will join your business, or they will buy from you. You know, if you're recommending a product, even if they're in another company and another business, they're going to trust you and they're going to follow you. You have to make yourself that invaluable resource, which requires actually 1B, some kind of a skill set. You know, it could be one specific thing, or it could be several. Like, say you're just like a really awesome at Facebook ads or Bing ads or YouTube marketing, anything you like that you're good at, doing videos. But if you're putting out value to people and you've got that skill set, you've positioned yourself in the industry to be known for something, and that's really important. Number 2, definitely having a mentor. I started in this business with Jonathan Budd as my mentor. I just went right to the top. And Mark Hoverson is also one of my mentors. Now Vince Reed is one of my mentors. And I've learned so much from them. I've been in, coaching. I'm in Vince's coaching club. I've been in Jonathan's coaching. Jonathan and I still talk regularly, and I've learned, and Mark, I talk to Mark a lot because I'm in his company right now, but having mentors that know exactly what they're talking about, they just reduce your learning curve amazingly. And then number 3, and I've learned this from Vince, truly, it's something that he really, really pushes. He's like, no matter what your budget is, it could be $5 a day. It doesn't matter what it is. Commit to whatever it is over the long haul. If you spend $5 a day times 30 days, it's $150 a month, okay? But if you do that over 12 months, you will make so much progress that you never would have made if you hadn't done that. And that's like, it's a Starbucks a day, or it's, a sandwich, buying lunch at work or something. But there are lots of people in Vince's program that I've seen that they commit to $5 a day and they make their business rock. It really does work. But having that marketing budget and committing to it and actually following through on it. Okay, I'm getting close to my 20 minutes here. Okay, so what causes people to fail? This is important. This wasn't part of what my agenda was, but I kind of just wanted to wrap it up. And that is that they can understand the numbers, sort of. They kind of sort of understand the numbers, and with practice, you'll understand the numbers better and better, click-through rates and, all that kind of stuff. They learn a traffic strategy. Maybe it's Facebook ads, could be anything, but then they can't really pull it all together. And what I've learned is what I told you before: get a mentor, and also find a place where you can learn from other people, so that you don't get lost in the shuffle, and so that you can pull it all together and make it work. Because everybody progresses. Like, I started doing Bing ads a few months ago, and when I first started, of course, I wasn't very good at it. And as the ads run and you get results, you just tweak things, It's like, this keyword's not working, I'm going to pause that one. Then you think of a new one and that one works, or maybe it doesn't and it works better than the ones you already had. And it becomes a really fun iterative process. So that is my advice for everything. And I'm pretty close to my 20-minute goal here. So that is actually, those were the highlights of that free course that Vince has out right now. If you want to get the free course, I'm happy to send it to you. Just send me, find me on Facebook. You can do that. Or you can send me an email at Laurie, I can't spell too well with this pen, conrod.com. And I will send you the free course where he taught all the stuff that I just told you, plus more, because the course is, we just did that in 20 minutes. I gave you the highlights. I think it's probably, it's 3 videos, and it's probably at least 60 minutes of, it's probably more than, first video was 14 minutes. It's at least 60 minutes of content from Vince. And, there's a lot of stuff here in my notes that I didn't even go over. So you're welcome to have that. And that is actually the close of the content of this webinar. Anybody that wants to dive a little bit deeper, I welcome you to stay on a little longer. I'm actually going to show you where I'm learning all this stuff if you'd like to stay. But before I do that, please raise your hand if you have any questions. You can either type them in the question box, or I can unmute you and you can just ask me any questions on anything I've gone over so far. So I'll wait like a minute or two for that, and then I'm going to move on to showing you where I'm learning all this stuff. So please feel free. I don't see any hands. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, anybody who wants to stay and dive a little bit deeper. Oh wait, I think I see a question. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You're so welcome. Oh, and thank you. Great. I'm glad it was really, really helpful. I'm telling you, a lot of this stuff was stuff I didn't learn, and I've been doing this for 2 years. So like not to that kind of specific level. So I'm going to show you guys where I'm learning all this stuff. And where's my, okay. So I am learning from my internet traffic system. It's Vince Reed's internet traffic and leads system. And what I like about MITS is that, we call it MITS, is that he doesn't just say, here's how to put up a Facebook ad, even though he does that. He also explains the strategies that other people aren't using, because Vince has been doing traffic and leads, focused traffic and leads, since 2008. So, for example, when he's talking about how he does Facebook marketing and how he's teaching us, you're using retargeting, but then you're coordinating it with your blog posts, you're creating custom audiences that you can, and you don't even show the same ads to people that have seen the same blog post. I mean, it may sound a little confusing right now, but it's strategies that other people don't use. They just put up ads and they throw their ads out there and they run them and then they pray. And sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. But he has a whole strategy for how to do it. The other thing I love about MITS is that I can show this to people that I'm approaching in my primary business that don't want to join me. I can still say to them, do you need traffic and leads? Because if you do, I can show you this thing over here. And then I can still make money, even if they say no to my primary business. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my back office and show you what's inside of MITS. So this is the main page, and I'm going to log in. And the third really awesome thing about MITS is that, here's Vince right here. He coaches us live twice a week. Tuesday mornings we have a phone call, and Thursday nights, tonight's Thursday night practice, I click here to register. He actually will critique people's ads live, and all of us watch. He's critiqued mine. One time he critiqued my capture page, and my capture page went from 15% opt-in rate to 23% overnight, and all we did was tweak a couple of things. He said, take this picture out, take these numbers out, and change the background color. That's all I did, and I went from 15 to 23%. So that's the kind of live coaching we get from a traffic and leads guru. So when I log in, Vince just happens to be my sponsor, but I and also an affiliate of MITS, so my picture shows up here when people come in under me, and then they also have my website, my opportunity, and my free capture page system that I can give them for free, which I can also give that to you or anybody else for free. It doesn't have to go to just people that are under me. So if you want a free capture page system, just message me about that. But when I click on my products, it shows me what's available to me. And there's really 3 levels. There's the inner circle, which is the starting point. There's MITS VIP level 2, which is allowed to get your ads critiqued on Thursday nights. And entrepreneur level 3 is being an affiliate. And that's the quick answer to all of those. So inner circle people can actually come to Thursday night practice. They just can't submit their ads to be critiqued. That you have to be level 2 to get your ads critiqued. So inner circle is what happens is you come here, and then I have everything listed here because I have all of Vince's products on all his different things, which are all listed here. Probably a better way to show you inner circle is on his sales page, which is right here. But you get to go to all the live webinars in MITS. You get to watch the weekly ad critique webinars. You get the course Capture Page Mastery, you get the course PPC Mastery, you get the best of the best webinars, which are other webinars that he does that everybody can go to. He'll bring in gurus, other gurus, and have them come in and talk about their marketing methods and their strategies. You get a one-on-one coaching session every month for 10 minutes. It doesn't sound like a lot, but I use them every month. It's like you have 10 or 15 minutes to talk to your coach every single month outside of Vince, and anything you want to talk about. It could be something about your primary business that you need help with. It could be getting traffic and leads. You can ask them anything. Then we have the live traffic and lead Gen webinars, you get access to those, and then any bonuses that he comes up with, which he's always coming up with those. So Inner Circle's $27 a month, and you can try it, see if you like it, and then I can help you with whatever marketing methods you're looking to perfect, and any other ways that I can help you in MITS. So let me go back to my dashboard. Here you have the MITS webinars, you have the bonus trainings. This is where you sign up for that free monthly coaching call that he mentioned. We have a private Facebook group that you get to go in the private group, and you can always ask questions in there, and everybody's really helpful. And then here's my affiliate links, and then I partner with MITS Pages too. That's the free capture page system, which I can also show you that really, really quick. So you can just, if you'd like to get the free capture page system, I actually have a link to it also on my blog. And you're welcome to come to my blog and get, it's Laurie Conrod, whoop, wrong one. That's my vacation club. Here we go. Oops. Wrong place. There we go. So you're welcome to come here anytime, opt into my list, and get, I give away a free sales funnel training, plus a cheat sheet that goes with it. That's really valuable. I wish I'd had that when I was new. But you can come down here, you can get your free capture page system, you can check out MITS here. And here is actually where you can also get A to Z Internet Traffic Blueprint, which is what this webinar was based on. So you can get it right here, or I'm happy to send you the link either way. So any questions on anything else I've gone over? I am happy to answer any questions that you have. And if you don't have any, then I can let you go. I just kept it to about 30 minutes, so I'm very proud of myself. And let me see if there's any other questions. I'll check the box. Okay. All right. So thank you all for coming. I'm going to stop the recording now, and I look forward to hearing from all of you. Laurie at laurieconrod.com, or just find me on Facebook and send me a message. So love to talk to you, and thanks. And I will see you on the next webinar. Take care.